What's up, Skye Squad? It's your boy Richie Skye. We are back with another video. Okay, listen, I see y'all already up in the room. We got a lot to talk about today, and some stories just broke off. We're talking about Ashley Darby. We got news on her. We got news on this Tamar and David situation that's breaking, and then we got something else that just kind of hopped off just literally moments ago that I just discovered. So we got a lot to talk about. Listen, if you are in the chatterization, let me know where you guys are watching from. You know, I like to know where y'all watching from. You know what I'm saying? I just sent the text message out to the texting community, so they got the notification. But we about to get into some things. I'm not even gonna waste y'all's time. You know what I'm saying? First things first. Let's get into it. Let's start with some good news, okay? So let's start with the good news. Our girl, Ashley Darby, is expecting baby number 2. Yes, Ashley Darby is expecting her second child. She says there's no hiding this big belly anymore. We are elated to share our news with you. To say we are thankful is an absolute understatement. And then she basically goes on to announce that the second Darby baby is arriving in February 2021. Now, congratulations to Ashley Darby in the good chatterization. Send your congratulations to our girl, Ashley Darby, okay, for this monumental moment right here. I know this is an exciting time for her. And interestingly enough, you know, I'm assuming that the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion will film sometime maybe in late, well, maybe around sometime in November, okay? Sometime in either late October or early November. So it'll be interesting to see. And by this point, you know, with her expecting, I'm kind of curious as to whether or not they will be filming the reunion in person, or if they're going to be doing a Zoom reunion, especially with her making this announcement that she is with child. I don't even know if that would have anything to really do with it. Hopefully, you know, because as we know, New York filmed face to face. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the good chatterization if you prefer the Zoom reunions or if you would prefer them to do an in-person reunion. I personally would prefer that they do an in-person reunion. And then, okay, then the interesting thing is we know that there is going to be some interesting news coming out about that good Ashley Darby in the next couple of weeks, if not next week, on the show Real Housewives of Potomac. And honestly, again, based on what we spoke about yesterday, I'm assuming that she's going to announce that they are, you know, maybe involved in some type of, you know, open relationship or something like that. But I mean, the timing is impeccable. Congratulations to you, Ashley Darby. A lot of you guys are chiming in the chat, in-person reunions, because then they can't shut their laptops. Some people actually do enjoy the Zoom. You know, it's interesting to me. The Zooms are not bad, but I actually think I prefer in person better as well. The next situation that I want to talk about real quick, and we're not going to even spend a lot of time on this. Keeping Up with the Kardashians is coming to a close. Now, this is not something that we typically cover on this channel, but it just broke. So I wanted to give you guys the information so that you can have it. Kim says to our amazing fans, it is with heavy hearts that we've made the difficult decision as a family to say goodbye to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. After what will be 14 years, 20 seasons, hundreds of episodes, and numerous spin-off shows, we are beyond grateful to all of you who've watched us for all these years, through the good times, the bad times, the happiness, the tears, and the many relationships and children. We'll forever cherish the wonderful memories and countless people we've met along the way. Thank you to the thousands of individuals and businesses that have been a part of this experience. And most importantly, a very special thank you to Ryan Seacrest for believing in us, E for being our partner, and our production team at Bunham Murray, who've spent countless hours documenting our lives. Our last season will air early next year in 2021. Without keeping up with Kardashians, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'm so incredibly grateful to everyone who has watched and supported me and my family these past 14 incredible years. The show made us who we are, and I will be forever in their debt to everyone who played a role in shaping our careers and changing our lives forever. With love and gratitude, Kim. In the good chatterization, let me know if you were even watching this show, and then let me know if you will be sad that it is leaving the airwaves, okay? Now, I'll just let you guys comment in the chatterization about that while we move on to our next topic, okay? Now, what we do know is while this show is going off the air, we have another show to look forward to coming up this Thursday, okay? And that would be Tamar, Get Your Life on WeTV. Now, interestingly enough, we all know exactly what is going down with Tamar, you know, with WeTV, her having sort of a beef with them about, you know, being held, you know, as a somewhat of a allegedly a slave to this contract with WeTV, her attempting to take her life at the end, actually during July, right around the time that the trailer premiered. A lot going on with that, right? So right, just in time for the show to premiere, the timing is impeccable, okay? The timing is impeccable because we learned that Tamar Braxton's boyfriend, David Adefeso, files for a restraining order, okay, that indicates DV, okay? It indicates DV. Now, let's talk about it. I want to actually read you guys exactly what is going on here, and bear with me as I give you the details, okay? They're saying Tamar's boyfriend is running to court asking for protection against her in what he describes as a domestic violence situation, okay? Now, apparently, he filed for a restraining order Tuesday in Los Angeles seeking to prevent DV, and he's asking a judge to grant him one against her. Now, apparently, for now, it's not too clear what he is alleging that she might have done, but it doesn't look like the court has approved his request just yet. And the people at TMZ, well, they are apparently reaching out to Tamar's team to get more information, but so far they have not heard back, okay? Now, we know, again, that he was the one who had called 911 not too long ago, saying that Tamar was threatening to, you know, do herself in, okay? He also mentioned the beef with WeTV during that phone call. Now, family sources at the time had told TMZ that they believe that she has changed since being with this man, claiming her mood seems to, you know, move with his move. And there's also some allegations floating around out there that he has come off as controlling in her reality show, and that he's been really involved in her business decisions as of late. Now, here's the, what in the world is going on here? Now, for me, I just kind of feel like, doggone it, man. Like, just when we thought, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, I literally thought, you know, about this earlier today. I said, I wonder when that good show of Tamar's comes on. But I hadn't heard any news or seen anything major popping up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, is it still even coming on? And so then, what do you know? Lo and behold, I was on the panel with All About the Tea, okay, interviewing Marty Cafferty from Real Housewives of New Jersey, and the news is jumping, and I'm like, what's going on here? So I'm calling around trying to get some information, trying to get the tea from the people, you know what I'm saying? And so far, nobody has any word except for the fact that this is indeed the truth, okay? This was indeed something that did happen. He did file a restraining order against her. Now, interestingly enough, okay, guys, just days ago, okay, literally just days ago, I believe he was photographed out with Tamar's son, and things seem to be looking on the up and up. We had also gotten word from Toni Braxton that they would be continuing with the filming of Braxton Family Values. Now, I don't know how that was going to work, because at the end of the day, it sounded like WeTV had then severed ties with Tamar. But as she had alleged at the time, she had not even gotten word that that had occurred. So who knows what to really believe? But if Toni Braxton says that they're going to commence filming at some point in time to end out the season, then I'm going to just choose to believe her. But it's real hard for me to figure out whether or not Tamar would indeed be a part of this new season, with the way that this whole situation is working out. And I just want to say for a quick second, to all the Tamar fans out there, lift up some prayer for her at this point in time, because something is obviously going on. And I'm feeling as though this is some type of spiritual attack that she's kind of dealing with at this moment in time. I don't know what she's going through. I don't really know the full details of the story just yet, and I'm working to find out more. Obviously, we'll probably get more details as the night progresses, and we'll end up having to talk about this some more tomorrow to get the follow-up on it, especially because we're in the days leading up to it. And if you go to WeTV's website, you can actually see that they're gearing up to premiere the show, despite everything going on with Tamar in the news, right? So as you guys can see right here, it's still up on the website. Okay, season 1, episode 1, Tamar Braxton, Get Your Life premiere September 10th at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central. Get your first look at the series here. Okay, so the show is still going on. The show is still going on. Now, based on what we see here, though, looking at all the evidence, this man is now filing a restraining order against her that tells us that for his part, he feels like something happens, okay? He feels like something has occurred to the point where he needs to get a restraining order against her. Now, this is interesting because, again, we did say that he had just been photographed days before with her son. So what happened? You know what I'm saying? What has then happened? That's what I'm really trying to get to the bottom of. We all love the Braxtons. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you this. I'm going to say this, and I feel like until we find out more information, I definitely feel as though Tamar needs to take a break from the spotlight. I definitely feel like she needs to take a break from the spotlight. There are, in Worthy View, you hit the nail on the head. She needs to heal from whatever has gone on in the past before she can move forward. And I just feel like reality television is not healthy for her. And furthermore, while I'm definitely not anybody's psychiatrist, I would also wager to say that maybe right now television and the spotlight is not for her, because I think that whatever she's going through or dealing with probably needs to happen. The healing needs to happen away from the cameras, away from the spotlight, and then take about 2 or 3 years and then come back to the spotlight once you feel like you have gotten through whatever the issue is. Miss B says Ayanna told her a few years ago to stop being on reality TV. I'm gonna tell y'all, everybody can't handle what comes along. Everybody can't handle fame, and everybody handles fame very, very differently. And so you really have to be of sound mind, body, and spirit when you go into the reality television world or when you're dealing with fame in any way, shape, or form. Because not everybody can handle the amount of scrutiny, the amount of, things that people say to you on social media. Not everybody can handle the amount of stories that might be printed about them. You know what I'm saying? The way that contracts are managed within the entertainment industry. And you really have to have the right people around you at all times. And I would even wager to say, and I could be wrong, I'm going to go ahead and admit that I could be wrong, but you probably also don't need to be, in relation with anybody who is on your team, like in terms of, married to, or, anything, or in some type of other relationship with anybody who's on your management team or your PR team, your lawyers, or anything like that, because those cases need to be handled in a business setting and not necessarily in the personal setting. And so sometimes those things can create extra drama as well. And I don't know much about how Mona Scott works, but from what everybody seems to say, the people that have been on the shows, they seem to have they seem to leave with issues with Mona. So what that may mean is maybe you have to look at that too. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying Mona is a bad person because I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at the way the industry be talking about it, right? It seems like, and I could just be getting the what the reality stars are saying, and maybe Mona's side is just like, yo, this is business. I don't know. But what I do know is if you're not mentally prepared, if you don't have the right team, if you don't have the right lawyers, if the contracts ain't right, then reality TV is not going to be your best friend. That's what I do know. And I understand the allure of, of fame, and everybody wants a piece of it and they want the bag and all of this good stuff. But none of that stuff is worth your mental sanity. At the end of the day, none of that is worth your mental sanity. So it's just a lot. It's just a whole lot. So you just kind of have to be mentally ready and prepared. And, that's all we can say at this moment. But we're going to, lift up some prayers for both Tamar and David. Obviously, the situation is a lot more conflicting than anything we've heard. And really, most of our prayers I'm going to send to also to her son, because to have to, witness all of this, I feel like it's probably taxing and troublesome. And let me look up real quick to see if there's been any updates real quick, guys, while we're sitting here on the line, to see if any site has anything additional. No, honestly, nothing new has popped up. Let me just check another site real quick just to see if anybody has any other updates. I want to be able to get you guys this information before we get off the line. Everybody's talking about the Kardashians and Ashley Darby. Yeah, I don't see anything new about it just yet. But mark my words, there's going to be more information that comes out from this whole situation in just probably tomorrow. And interestingly enough, I did find something. So apparently, additional details have come out. And guys, listen to this. The Shade Room is reporting that new details have surfaced. Okay. He filed a restraining order in regards to a DV situation. But now it seems like, at least from Tamar's point of view, that he may have been the one who she needed to be afraid of. Interesting. Now, the blast is apparently reporting, citing sources close to Tamar, that they got into a heated altercation recently while driving to check Tamar into a mental health facility for treatment. Apparently, Tamar had some questions for him after he shared a post to his Instagram featuring her 7-year-old son, Logan. The source says Tamar told David that he was around for the wrong reasons and could not be trusted. Ooh, this is interesting. He reportedly became irate and told Tamar that they were going to end up in a situation that would end with both of their lives ending. That's what it sounds like from this, if I'm reading this correctly. I have to be careful with my wording because, we try to keep it family friendly on YouTube. The source said the argument then turned into more of a DV type situation after that. So this situation, Romeo and Juliet. Thank you. Thank you for pop pennies. Pop pennies, you always in my head. So if in DM, you guys are pretty much getting it in the chat what I was talking about. So if you're not figuring it out based on what I'm saying, I'll place links in the description below so that you guys can read more about it. Now hearing this sounds even scarier than what I first thought. This sounds real crazy. I don't know what to think about this. I don't know if this is more. I don't know, guys. It's wild. All I'm gonna say is it's real wild that this whole situation is happening like 2 days, like literally 2 days before the premiere of the show. Like in my mind, I'm like, are they trying? Like, what's really going on here? I don't even know what to think. I don't even know what to think about this one because I just feel like it's so much. And yeah, the blast is saying that David was the one who was the aggressor in this situation. Here's the thing that's concerning to me is with all of this stuff happening, and maybe you guys can answer this question for me, but does that put, I just feel like all of this news surrounding this, it has me scared for, I just want Logan to be okay. That's just and that's all I can think about it in this moment, right? I almost feel like that's a scary situation. It's a very scary situation. So my hope is that I see a lot of people asking, is this for publicity? I don't know. I have to hope, and with everything, with every fiber in my being, that's not what this is. Thank you for the super chat. I just feel like somebody needs to step into this situation and shut some things down. I feel like Mama Evelyn, you need to get up in here and shut this thing down. Somebody needs to shut this thing down, unplug the whole circuit breaker from this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And looking at it now, I feel like if this show does air, I feel like they're going to show a lot of things that a lot is going to be unearthed. So this is crazy to me. And I do have to ask that, where's the family? Granted, your family cannot be responsible for your actions, but I do feel like, somebody needs to step into this. And I do kind of feel like I want the family to say something. I do want the family to say something because I feel like, I think that we want to see that the family is rallying together. And that's the other part. Everybody's in, still in semi-quarantine, Thank you for the super chat. So, guys, I don't know. The report is that he's filing the police report. He's filing the restraining order. She is saying, allegedly, according to the blast, that, it's been reported that he is the person who is, coming after her. So I don't even know. I don't know. But we'll have to see what happens, y'all. Like if something else happens overnight, and I'm sure it will, especially in the day leading up to the premiere of this show, which we will be watching. I hate to say it, but since it's going on reality TV, and this is we talk reality TV news, we gotta watch it to uncover exactly what's going on. So hopefully, we'll find out some more information tonight and tomorrow. Congratulations once again to Ashley Darby for expecting baby number 2. Not sure if you guys will miss the Kardashians at all in any way, shape, or form, but we did have to discuss it because it did pop off in reality TV news, and that is a major show on E! And I don't even know what they're going to do because that's their flagship show. So it'll be interesting to see how they maneuver moving forward. With that being said, guys, make sure you guys stay safe out there. Wear your mask. If more news pops, locks, or drops, I might have to jump back on here tonight and then bring it to you. Make sure you guys stay locked into the channel, and I will see you in the next video.